Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Edge 7D Fusion, and today I'll show you how you can hard reset this device through settings. So, before I get started with the actual reset, I do want to quickly talk about backing up your device. So if you have already done so, or you just don't want to, by all means skip forward by like 6 minutes. But there's a couple ways you can usually do this. Probably the most common one, and the one that you possibly are already doing, even maybe unwillingly, will be the backup done to the Google Cloud. And we can check this by going into our settings and navigating all the way to the bottom and finding, where's System? Oh, there we go, System, and then Backup. And here, will I not be able to see it? No, I won't. Okay. Typically, you'll get things like photos and videos, and then right below that you have other device data. Now, to quickly go over this, what you will be seeing, photos and videos as a backup limits you to only 15 gigabytes, at least on average, because that is your free tier of Google Drive that Google gives you with your Google account. Now, if your photos and videos exceed 15 gigabytes, this data gets left behind on the phone while resetting it, and it's never backed up. So it's pretty bad in this aspect. Now, other device data is even more egregious, as it tells you that it backs up, and it tells you that it backs up things like your contacts, messages, SMS and MMS, your application, app data, and device settings. Now, I honestly don't care for most of them, as this is kind of like low amount of data, things like messages and so on, and it's in Google's interest to back it up, as they want that information behind them so they can just train their AI models with this crap and obviously invade your privacy. But what does matter to me is the one that you'd probably care about, which is the application backup. Now, it tells you that it backs up. Now, backup would mean that it creates a physical copy of the data that is on your device in the cloud. So it just takes an application, yoink, creates a copy of it on the cloud. But it doesn't do that. And it's basically completely misinforming you about this, lying straight to you that it's doing it. And I have a problem with this because, number one, applications that came from outside of Play Store are just straight up ignored. So you're not getting a backup of that. And number two, applications that even came from Play Store, let's say such as Yuzu Emulator, when you back them up because you have them on your phone, yeah, they're not getting restored anymore. Yuzu Emulator, if I remember correctly, and I think it was the one that was on Play Store, you might have downloaded it when it was still there. But then Nintendo Avengers, Lawyer Avengers, found the creator, basically sent them cease and desist, and the developer pulled the application because, let's be honest, it's not worth risking your livelihood for a freaking stupid emulator on the Play Store. Even if it's not really breaking any law, it would cost too much. So that application has been pulled from Play Store, and you're now creating supposedly a backup of it so you can restore it on your device. But when you go to restore it, the way this backup was done was by basically, it was as good as you writing yourself a little note that, you know what, this application was on this device, so I need to re-download it from Play Store. And same goes for this backup. It does the same exact thing for itself, and then it tries to find whatever it left itself a note for in Play Store, but because the application no longer exists there, it can't restore it. It's just lost. Luckily, you still have the internet and the ability to install applications for now from the web, so you can download Yuzu Emulator from somewhere else. And even if Nintendo lawyers didn't really like it, you can't give a shit less, let's be honest. And you can download it from there. You don't need to restore it. Now, anyway, another way that you can back up your device will actually be dependent on what other device or what you're planning to do. So it won't fall for everyone. It might not be possible for everyone, but let's say you're resetting this device because you got a new one. What you could potentially do is create a migration. Now, if you have other brand, not Motorola, as far as I can tell, Motorola, although they might have some applications, I don't know. You need to see if Motorola has a migration application, but definitely there isn't one pre-installed. But as an example, if you're moving to a Samsung, right? I have one right here. Samsung uses a migration application that you can download on your Motorola called Smart Switch. This application is by default on every Samsung device, so you can just open it up and it allows you to connect these two phones together and move the data from this device to the Samsung. You will always need to use the application of the phone you're moving the data to, not the other way around. So it will then allow you to move over all that data, all the applications, regardless where they came from, all the photos and all that jazz, easily, quickly, and it is just a generally a nice thing that I recommend using. And different brands, not all of them, but different brands usually have their own versions of it. So as an example, OnePlus and Oppo have clone phone, Huawei has clone phone clone, Samsung has Smart Switch, Xiaomi has Mi Mover, and Vivo has Vivo also has something, but I don't remember the name. In any case, you can use that, and this will be the best way to go about it. Now, once you have backed up your data, you can now go to your settings, and then let me just back out. Oops, too far. And in here, we're gonna scroll all the way down, or not all the way, but again to System, and right here you'll find Reset Options. From there, select Erase All Data, Factory Reset, which is at the bottom. This will present you with a list of data that is going to be removed by this process, which shouldn't really matter as our device has been backed up. So select Erase All Data. If you have some kind of screen lock between pressing the Erase All Data and seeing this page, you will need to confirm it. And I don't have anything, so it just automatically jumps to this page, and I can just confirm this a second time, and this will now begin factory resetting the device, which will take about a minute or so to finish up. It's relatively quick on Motorola. And as you can see, the process is now finished, and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.